Hi everybody, Lori here, and I'm here to talk to you about the National Economics Insider Contest and the event that will occur in June in Washington, D.C. This event is a great way to open up doors in any economics department and in any economics course. It doesn't matter if it's upper level or principles of economics, because this event is unique to any other company that publishes in economics. Nobody is doing an event like this, and so this is a great way to walk into that professor's office who you've maybe never been able to get into, and you really want the business, or you really want something new and refreshing to be able to knock on that door. And truly, this is the event that you can do that with, because you got to think about what is NEIS, and some of you who are new are probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, it is the National Economics Insider Symposium, and it's a way that we're able to look for the next great economics insider who might be that student sitting in your professor's classroom. And the reason why we think this is great and unique is because at Pearson, we are able to really talk about our authors because we have some of the best economists in the entire world. And I'll show you a little bit of that here in just a minute. But what's really cool about this event is the fact that instructors and students are able to get involved. And it truly sets us apart from the competition. So I'm going to show you a little commercial right now that really kind of starts it off nicely. Take a look.
Hey, how you doing? You know, I wake up every morning with the same fantasy I'm sure many of you have. That somewhere in that tangle of tattoos, latest fashions, and earbuds I call my student body is the next Renaissance mind. Someone who will go on through my inspiration to change the world for the better. But it's an ironic and frustrating dream, motivating kids when the very economic crisis you're trying to explain is impacting the very services they depend on as students. I see it in their eyes sometimes. What can I do? I'm just a teenager. All I care about is finding a decent job. Then somebody surprises you. Like the girl who came up to me with this idea about how better access to broadband in rural areas could revitalize failing small towns and make them remote service centers in the new economy. I don't know if it'd work, but to that creativity, that idea, I say nice. And I mean nice. That's the National Economics Insider Symposium that's coming up this spring in Washington, D.C.
What a great way to talk about this event, right? It's looking for the best and brightest. I mean, can you imagine if you're that instructor and one of your students makes it as a finalist and they get to go to a Pearson event because of you, and that might be the next great, Paul Krugman, who's, wins the Nobel Prize for economics. It's an amazing experience. It's a great way for instructors to look good to their administrators. It's a great way to empower students and really, maybe they do have an idea that will help solve some economic issue. And believe it or not, because of the last year's event, we already have students collaborating on projects that they brought to the table. But I want to show you and give you a little taste of what the experience was like at this last event.
The Pearson Economics team created the National Economic Insider Symposium, inviting students across the nation to submit videos and essays proposing economic solutions in areas such as healthcare, the environment, and education. The effort culminated this past June when 12 finalists were flown to Washington, D.C. to attend the symposium along with their nominating professors. First up on Friday afternoon, a private tour of the nation's capital.
It is early in the afternoon, halfway through the month of June, and
that evening, the students met the economic insiders.
It's my pleasure to meet you. This is an incredible group. I am so impressed by all of you.
President Bush once said about me, Glenn can't even predict the past.
I'm from the University of Chicago, which means attack me and win. Well, for the first time in history, the personal saving rate is negative. I'm not a labor economist, but the wage differentials got pretty high.
And that's what you guys have got to do in your next step.
As the students presented their proposals, it became a forum of sorts. The economic insiders engaged in a vigorous exchange of ideas, asking questions and offering suggestions. For the aspiring economists, it was a dream come true.
Oh gosh, I would most definitely recommend this to other people. I mean, just the people that I've met that are just as inspired by economics as I am, it's definitely a lifetime experience.
One thing that really struck me about the experience was, first of all, how amazing our students are and how many brilliant ideas the young people have to provide to our policymakers.
So you've heard it from all of the people that were in attendance at this event. It's quite an experience. And so you're probably asking me right now, well, what do they have to do? What do our instructors have to do? Well, basically what they need to do is get their students to write papers based on a micro or macro issue. The paper has to be about 1,500 words in length, or they can do an 8 to 10 minute video, and they present their unique ideas based on certain issues, whether it be in healthcare, the environment, education, or housing. And the instructor forwards the papers to me and nominates these students, and we pick the top 12. And that nominating instructor gets to come along with them. So they'll be interacting with all of our world economists, our famous economists, and the students get to present their papers to them and get feedback on their ideas. And in our our very first event in DC, two students from different schools, one from Marshall University and one from Boise State, are now collaborating on a project because of this event. I mean, can you imagine? You could be the rep who, pushes forward the next great economist. It's pretty exciting. It's a unique thing to talk about. You've got tons of tools up on Doc Library to help you present and talk about this contest, and then you'll be getting posters. You've got video, Facebook, you name it. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Good luck.